barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls at the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
44, ready.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 68 yards. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Achane is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 54 yards. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Down the left sideline. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Luke Musgrave. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Motion man is Berrios. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
Love now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Love looking to throw it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Shot, 17, come on, set.
Love. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Ready, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Dobbs.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Now Love.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up. No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Okay, right.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line.
Hut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Edo Blue.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things off it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set, hut. Ready.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They've got his man complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Looking to pass. Tua eluding the pressure right. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. It's caught. Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Tua going to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jonnu Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Throwing. Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Love.
And complete once again to Watson.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check mega. Here we go.
The tight end in motion right. Jacobs going to try the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8.
Here we go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
17, check Fury.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw again on second down. Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Tua steps away to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there, because they've been run ragged throughout.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Second and 7.
Opposite. Green. Check pink. Set. Ready.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
97. Let's go.
To throw now, here's Love.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Love.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.